La-dee-da-dee-da. La-dee-da-dee-da. And so, it's time. All right, and welcome back to Modding Monday, everyone. Hello, hello. It is time once more to yap about the one thing you all care about, which is modding freaking Minecraft, okay? Now, I have some strong words to say, but first of all, okay, let's chill for a second. W suit, exactly. That's what we want to see, okay? We want to see that. It is what it is. Even though maybe the like Nintendo Pokemon might have not been the best choice given the recent news, but it's, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fair. It's fair. It's fair. Probably work on one of his mods. Well, listen, okay? We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. For the time being, hello, hello, hello. And first of all, I think we do a gorgeous beard. Well, thank you so much. I've been growing it for a little bit. It's all I can do. I do not have a Minecraft suit because no such thing exists, okay? Maybe we need to petition the makers of these suits to also get a contract with Mojang, because obviously I would immediately be wearing any type of Minecraft suit that they have, okay? Like, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I would probably not wear any other suit ever again. It makes sense. But yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing. Overall, the idea is, oh yeah, Harold, of course you're new in the stream. Absolutely, absolutely you are. Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, we've got quite a bit of a few things basically to talk about. 121. I mean, my God, is that a freaking episode, okay? Or like a version. Just horrendous, in my opinion. Not the actual content, but for modding. All right, we'll talk about it in a second. The 1.21 tutorial series. Also some updates on that one. Or like some thoughts. Let's call this all a few thoughts that I have, right? It's not like 100% set in stone. You know, there's quite a few things that are up in the air. One of the reasons being, there's like basically almost no way to plan right now. That's one of the real big issues. But yeah, Modding Monday is back. Well, we'll see for a little bit at least. But yes, why is there create mode in the background? I love how this is always the question, and my answer is just like, it's just a Minecraft background. I mean, it's better than, I don't know, like I can also just turn it off, but like I feel like this is not as visually pleasing to the eyes as this. You know, this is kind of nice. There you go. Moon, hello. Are we live early? What is this? Listen, okay. Usually I don't come early, but you know, it is what it is. I feel like the main pain with 121 is porting to it. A lot of changes look and feel real nice standalone. Could just be me though. Dakota, I think the real issue, in my opinion, with 121 is that there's basically like 5 versions all in one version. That's the issue. I would say, right? It's like, that's one of the issues that I have. I learned how to mod with your videos. It's exhausting creating JSON files, so I gave up on it. You gave up too soon! DataGen generates all of the JSON files for you. You can just program it and then it generates them automatically. You stopped too soon. Ah. You know, you were like 11. It's like, oh, what is this DataGen? That's probably not going to be useful. I don't want to do those JSON files. That's what saves you. DataGen piqued my modding interest. It's so true. It's like, for most of the stuff for the JSON files, the DataGen is just so useful. In the beginning, I also thought, I'm never gonna need this. It's the same thing all the time. And then you know, and then you like realize it and you're like, well, you know what? This is actually pretty freaking useful. Not for everything, but like, I mean, what, you know, it is what it is. But yes. That's crazy. I wrote my own script instead of using DataGen. I mean, you know, it's what it is. Despise DataGen because it failed on me. It happens. It doesn't just do it for you, it does it properly too. True. Modding Monday Pog. Some poggers. I just noticed the not a furry tag in Twitch. Sounds like something a furry would say. Listen, okay? Buddy. My buddy, okay? You know why it's there. Because it's funny, okay? I'm not gonna... Listen, okay? It's the first Modding Monday after a long time. We're not gonna get the cat ears out, okay? You have not earned this, chat. Okay? You have not earned this. Kaupenjoe reveal. Maybe not, okay? Maybe not. Indeed, so overall, the 1.21 version. Let's actually take a look at this for a second. Give me a sec. So like, I was actually pretty positive when 1.21 came out, right? Like that was pretty nice. That was pretty neat. First of all, because of the content, and then second of all, it was just nice. 1.21.1, which is basically the thing that we're all modding on, I would assume, or at least I'm, you know, I mean, that's what the tutorials are on for. Also, still pretty nice. Let me actually go for this one right here. Is this the right one? No, it's not. This was the right one. So 121.1, absolutely no issues. And then we get to the horror, right? Starting in October 22nd over here with Bundles of Bravery. And so 1.21.2 and 1.21.3 are basically both the same because 0.3 is just a hotfix. So it's a minor one. So basically we can put those together. And the issue that it basically has is, I believe, if I recall correctly, 0.2 over here introduces the ID system for items and blocks, which basically means that everything just sort of broke for everyone. And you weren't able to properly follow anything again. Let me also just double check one thing. Oh, that's not right. Whoa, that's not right. Listen, I haven't streamed for a while, okay? We're a bit scuffed out here. I actually have not done this, so we don't have any notifications. Just give me a second, okay? Listen. No. We're not gonna update anything right now. That's not a good idea. Never change a running system. Okay, this now should work. So, because I have Chris has subscribed with Prime. Thank you for the Prime subscription. That did not come through as a freaking thing because, listen, okay, I don't know how to stream anymore. I have to set up everything again. I don't know who set this up. It was me, but it doesn't matter because everything here is messed up. Okay, I don't even know what this like. There are buttons here on my stream deck. I'm like, what is this? Right? Turn off lights. Why would I turn off the lights? Okay, but like still, the setup is just not okay. Good. We'll continue, okay? Both Kaupenjoe and me. Listen. So, starting with 0.2 and 0.3, we had, I mean, just major differences and major changes that are just a bit of a rough one. Basically making almost everything, genuinely making almost everything in 1.21.1 completely no longer compatible with 0.2 or 0.3. And then the same thing happened again with 0.4, where 0.3 and 0.4, 0.3 and 0.4 are no longer like compatible with each other. And that happened 3rd of December. And then the next thing happened, that was 0.5, that came out recently on the 25th of March, which I actually haven't looked at a single bit, although I have heard that there are obviously again, a couple of changes, but that's okay, that's fine, because of course with Minecraft Live came the light at the end of the tunnel, right? It came and it was like, yes, we're gonna be fine. Except we might not be fine, because the summer drop might be 1.21.6. Why? Like, are we ever gonna get 122? Yeah, like, is this ever gonna be a thing? Or are we just gonna be on 121 forever now? Now course will be Minecraft drops. Bro, I don't even know. Like, that's ridiculous. Like, I don't even know how it's supposed to work. At that point, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't know. This is so strange, because obviously it's fine. Because number one, an official name has not been given. Please update name if confirmed. So we don't know if this is the case. And also because a lot of people say, well, it's only a drop. Well, yeah, but by their leaked, sorry if I spoil you a little bit, but by their leaked timeline, everything is going to be drops. There's no more updates ever coming. But Agnes also said drops are of varying sizes. That means that the summer drop could be way bigger than is now sort of anticipated. And that could mean that there's more to it. I just don't know. Can we just stick to 1.20? I don't think we can. I don't think we can, sadly. Yeah, that's sort of just a very strange thing, man. I don't know. Does updating the small versions take a lot of effort? Usually it doesn't, right? Usually it doesn't take a lot of effort. But specifically in 1.21, it takes a huge effort. In a lot of previous versions, it was not as bad. Specifically also not like as often, right? Because we had the one issue where 1.19.2 to 1.19.3 and 4 were a little bit of an update, right? Where you actually had to do a couple of things, but that was one minor version. In this case, I think we have 3 minor versions that have like a lot of different changes. I'm just staying on 1.21.1 until 122 releases. But what if 122 never releases? What if they're just like, this is our Minecraft version now. We don't need Minecraft 2. We have Minecraft 1.21. And they're just going to keep going for it. They're just going to keep... They're just going to keep calling it 1.21.8 and then 0.19. Oh, God. They're updating so fast to the point that modders haven't been able to keep up in a long time. Well, the issue is not necessarily only I would tend to agree. The issue is that the changes facing like to the people that like actually play the game, right? So if we go to 0.4 and things like that, like, yes, okay, 0.4 might be a bad example. Let's actually do 0.2 because that one was actually pretty crazy. So there's quite a few changes in terms of the things that are added to the players, but the changes in terms of the code are huge. They're crazy huge, right? I will update to 121 immediately when released to 124. In Minecraft, exactly. In Minecraft, it's in 2027, we're going to have summer drop 1,200,000 and something like that. Yeah. Has structures generation changed? I believe mostly stayed the same. Structures specifically, I think, are mostly governed by JSON files, so that should be doable similarly. Although 119 is quite a long time ago. Have you a strong modding community? Could you theoretically announce that 1.20? Listen, okay. First of all, that makes no sense. It doesn't, like, that's ridiculous. Because people will just like continue, and I don't think that's a smart idea either. I don't think that's a good one. I don't know. Listen, if they just listen, the Java marketplace is coming anyway. So that then all of our thoughts and ideas are ridiculous anyway. Delivering my mods for 121.1 because I want to use the trial spawners. Yes, don't plan on updating unless the community congregates on another version. Usually the version that the community like congregates around is usually the first stable version that doesn't require a huge update to like get to, basically. That's the idea. But yes, currently, like in 121, the real hope is that the summer drop is actually 122, because my lord, if it isn't, I don't know, man. That's just gonna, it's just a rough one, right? It's just a rough one. Now stop it with the Java Marketplace. Listen, guys, it's coming at some point. You know it. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. It is what it is. I wish they didn't change the eggs. I do think the eggs are better, because now you can at least see what the frick they are, instead of just being like, what was the colors for the, I don't even know. Oh, it is 100% coming. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's definitely happening. And that might actually be what they're setting up. Maybe they're like, you know what? We're going to push 1.21 to like 1.21.9 or 10. And then we're going to drop the biggest update of them all next year or for the holidays, because they got to get that Christmas money, right? From the kids, smart play. And they're like, yo, we're going to do 1.22, the marketplace update. Oh, baby. That would be banger. That would be pretty freaking nuts. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're so cooked with the marketplace. It will be crazy. New course format. Summer course, fall course, winter course. Like, the issue is also, like, it's so ridiculous. Let's play this through just for a second. I mean, I know that this is a funny idea, but like, let's say I would do like a new course for each of the minor versions that have major like changes. The work is still work that I'm like, well, I should charge, let's say, the same price for the courses. But then I'm like, yeah, but if you have like 3 different courses a year, I feel like that adds up quite fast. Where I'm like, I think that's too much work. I agree with this. But like, not only is that too much work, it's also, I feel like, you know, if it's one major version with a lot of different changes, and there's one new course in like every year, let's say, roughly speaking, and you know, the people who've bought the previous course get a little bit of a coupon code for the next course, I feel like that's like somewhat reasonable. 3 courses in a year, or like, I think that's a little bit of that's a bit of a rough one. At that point, we would need to rethink everything. Like, at that point, we would need to make it like a fucking subscription service, because you don't have enough of those yet. I'm kidding. I don't know, by the way. I might add something like that, but I haven't even gone through the numbers yet. I was just thinking about something like this. But it's just, I don't know. I will say this, okay? Regardless of what happens with 1.21.6, okay? So we are on the website right here, right? Regardless if this is 1.22 or if it is 1.21.6, there's going to be at least a tutorial series on it on YouTube, okay? If it's 122, then obviously there's going to be tutorials for it. I mean, I don't think I need to explain that. If it's 121.6, then we'll probably also do tutorials, because there's been enough changes at this point that I think it makes sense. But yeah. Let's see. Doing your 1.21 fabric course, it is insane. I love the way you explained it so easily, straight to the point. Well, that is awesome to hear. I'm glad to hear it, and that is amazing. I mean, yeah. You'd get burnt out quickly if you do that stuff. Listen. I don't know what burnout is, okay? I don't know that word. But yeah, how the frick do you even do that many videos in that little time? It's called... Listen, okay? Maybe your Gen Alpha, Gen Z... Okay, I don't know if I should do this bit, okay? Maybe your Gen Alpha, Gen Z doesn't know what hard work is, okay? But back in our day, yeah, well, we used to work, okay? We used to work. It's called work, honey. Look it up, okay? 4-day work week? Ha! How about 7-day work? How about 8-day work week? How about that? Ever thought about that? Get an extra day. I'm kidding, guys. I'm kidding. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps, guys. What's the issue? Just work 8 days a week. Okay? That is how you get successful. Okay? Listen, okay? I'll tell you the secrets to success. There's 3 steps, okay? Number 1, never visit your family, always work. Number 2, don't sleep. Who needs sleep? Just drink coffee and energy drinks all day. And number 3, work 9 days a week. And if you do those 3 things, I guarantee you will be successful. And also, you'll probably be dead in 10 years. So don't do it. Yeah, and take a small loan of $1 million. Okay, guys. It's Kaupen business course. Okay, hopefully you understand that this was satire, okay? Jesus. Yeah. I've been grinding. It's true. Red Bull on top. Yeah, of course. I mean, there's not buy a house with a sack of potatoes. Exactly. Just knock on the door, introduce yourself, and say, "I will now buy your house, mister. Okay, I want your house." And he's like, "Oh, okay, sure." That's how we did it back in the day. When I had listen, okay, you see this hill? This is the hill I had to walk to school, and back. That's what I had to do. Yeah. Imagine. Okay? That's crazy. You can make a modding tutorial about enchanting. Isn't there one? Oh, well, I mean, I have one on... Don't I have one on 121? I feel like I have one. Just not updated. I don't have anything for 121.2 and above. That's the only thing. Chicken jockey. Listen, okay? Handsome as always. Thank you. I know. I'm trying my best. Listen, okay? We can talk about it. Okay? We can talk about it. I have not watched the Minecraft movie because there was only one viewing in English near me, and I wasn't able to make it to that viewing. Otherwise, I would have gone. But I don't want to watch it in German because I'm gonna be real. I think it's gonna be worse. I genuinely think it's gonna be way worse. Also, I'm gonna do another one. I don't want him, like, I don't want the voice actor of Jack Black saying, "Ich bin Steve." Ooh, cringe. That is even more cringe than anything. I'm watching 100% to watch it in English. Exactly. German literal dub in everything is... Listen, they just do. There's an assumption going around that Fabric is for lightweight mods, so I make immensely quality mods that feel straight out of 112. Yeah. That's good. I mean, yeah. $150 million project, kind of whack. Listen, I don't even know. When are we getting chicken? They exist! Chicken jockeys exist! They're not an invention. It's not like... It exists in the game itself. You just have to look real close. Hühnchenreiter. Nah, bro. He does not say Hühnchenreiter. There's no way. If in German he actually says Hühnchenreiter, I'm gonna die. No, Shiro, don't say this. Don't tell me this. There's no way. Please tell me that that's not real. Maybe. Oh no. Oh god. Don't. 136 million in opening weekend. Yeah, because the kids are all going nuts over it, which is fair. I mean, whatever. It's fine. I don't mind it. If it's for the kids, it's for the kids. But I really think it's a bit of a bummer because Minecraft at this point, how freaking old is Minecraft? Minecraft age. 16 years, okay? Don't make any jokes, okay? Just leave him be. It's 16 years old. That means it's older than half of my age, which is pretty good. Meaning that I have spent more than half my life with Minecraft. And these mofos, right? The 7-year-olds that have barely freaking started with Minecraft, right? They don't know the issues that we had in beta versions, in alpha versions. They don't know any of that, okay? Try to mod Minecraft in beta. Ha! You need a freaking computer science degree to get that to work. They don't know any struggles like that. We had the real struggles back in my day, okay? And then they make a movie, and they say, oh, those old people? Why do we need to make a movie for those guys? Bro, there's plenty of material and things in, like, Listen, there's plenty of things that are for children that are totally suitable for adults to watch as well, right? SpongeBob is a great example. I can still watch an episode of SpongeBob, the first like 3 or 4 seasons, and I can very much enjoy it because that's really good. It's really solid. It's life advice. It's really good. I don't know if I can say the same thing about the Minecraft movie if I'm not a kid watching the Minecraft movie. That's a shame, man. I don't know. The worst thing in the movie was adding humans. I agree. If it was full animated, I think it would have gone hard, like super hard. SpongeBob is life advice. 100% agreed. I absolutely agree. Back in my days when you had to open the jar file and add the mods. Exactly! You had to open the jar file and put the mods inside of the jar file. Imagine this. You had to unscrew the lid of the jar. Listen, and if you're a kid, sometimes you're not strong enough. You gotta go to your dad and say, hey, can you open this jar for me? Okay, listen. Nowadays, when we talk about putting things in jars, there's a lot of like a bit of a different connotation online. Okay, so let's not do that. Okay, delete the meta info. True. Change the freaking numbers of item IDs. Yeah, I only started playing Minecraft 6 years ago, but even then, it's pretty good. I don't know when I started, but I started a long time ago. Beta 1.8 Minecraft. I still remember that very, very like thoroughly. That came out September 14th, 2011. Oh boy. And I specifically very much remember this. Oh boy. Well, that's... Yeah, I think, guys, I don't know how long the tutorials are going to continue. It might be the funeral of Kaupenjoe soon. Oh no. I can't remember a life before Minecraft. Okay, Zeepert, it's very interesting that you say this. This is like a cognitive bias that happens. I don't know if you're like quite young, because then it doesn't quite apply to you. But people who are like, let's say 25 or older, if you try to remember a time where you didn't have a smartphone, right? You will retroactively change your memory to insert a smartphone into those times, because somehow your mind is like, we always had smartphones. That always happened, right? So, what do I have in here? Oh, wait a second. I have to... That interesting. I had a thing in there. There's another thing in here. Okay, this is actually this is kind of funny. So I wore this suit when I was at Gamescom. Okay? And at Gamescom, there's all sorts of different booths, right? And one of the booths that was there was this guy, which is the BND. That is the Bundesnachrichtendienst. That's the German FBI. We talked to those guys for a bit. I said, listen, I do Minecraft modding. They're like, hey, that's a national security risk. No, I didn't. It's not. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Oh yeah. Collector's item. That's pretty good. I've owned Minecraft for over half my life. I haven't quite owned it for over half my life. I have to live it. Okay. Real? What do you mean real? This is a real pen from the BND. Yes. This is like, I'm not kidding. It's actually pretty good. This is, listen, we're not getting political, guys, okay? This is where defense spending goes in. More like the NSA. Okay, fair enough. Maybe more like the NSA. You know what I mean, okay? You know what I mean. Good day. What do you think about creating a series of short videos containing advice about life, business, and everything? I mean, maybe. It could be an interesting idea. I just don't think that on modding by Kaupenjoe, I don't think it would find a place there, if you understand what I'm saying. Because it's like, I understand that it's sort of interesting, but I don't know. Throw it away. There's a microphone in there. Well, I mean, listen, then I'm screwed already, okay? Real life modding tutorial. You know, that is very funny, but also kind of true. I remember times without smartphones, though my bias tends to follow the other direction around personal views. Fair enough. Modding life and society into Minecraft. Listen, okay? It's very easy. You just need to write an email and then, bam. Modded Minecraft. Modded real life. Make a short series of modding tips. I do have a couple of modding tips, actually. Modded Minecraft made me pursue CS, though. Nice. See, this is what I want to see, okay? I want to see the stories of people who are like, yo, I started modding Minecraft and now I study computer science. Let's freaking go, baby. Like, genuinely, that's crazy. That's insane. In a good way. How do you make biome generate in the overworld with in a modern pack with no Terra Blender? You don't. That's the fun part. You don't do it without Terra Blender. Because without Terra Blender, it's basically, I mean, like, it's a middle finger in your face. That's it. That's all that there is to it. Is Mr. Joe quitting modding? I'm not. No, I'm not quitting modding. Not yet, anyway. Okay, it's not. I just don't know where to go from here. Okay, that's the only thing. Because like I said, okay, 1.21 and all of its minor versions, they've been wreaking havoc. Okay, it's crazy, man. It's ridiculous. Minecraft modding got me into programming. I quit really soon, and then I started Lua, and then Python, C++, and then Go, and now I'm making a fabric model. Yeah, let's go. Why did they have removed status effect from food components? Food component, they did this in 1.21.3 or 4, and what they did is they added a different thing. It's no longer a status effect. You now have to make a separate food status component. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but there's a different wrapper class that you can actually define what happens when food is eaten. Meaning that they actually extended the things that you can do when food is eaten, not only adding a status effect, but also doing, well, basically anything, because there's like there's a method in there that gets called when a food is eaten. So you can do anything now, which is actually way better. It's better made. It's basically yes, but yes, more or less. More or less. But it's actually pretty good. What's up, man? Well, I mean, you know, we're chilling out here. We're just chilling a little bit. Complaining about Minecraft. Because it is what it is. Mojang improved some shit. Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. There's actually quite a few improvements in 1.21.2 plus that are quite good, even in terms of the code. The issue isn't that there's no improvements. The issue is that there's so many things that they changed that is very hard to get, you know, to get after and to like keep going after it. That's really the issue, I would say. Yeah, that's like really the issue. How to put an inventory on your mobs or making biomes? Well, I actually have linked in the description below are my courses where I actually do have the inventory, like adding inventories to custom mobs. That is actually a thing there. I don't think in this tutorial series it will come to YouTube, but it might actually come to YouTube at some other later date to another version, probably. The marketplace will inevitably exist. Also true. Why implement more features when you can make it harder for modders? Very true. Kaupen sellout. Excuse me? Hello? Start an internship in the IT department of the German government in 9th grade. Oh, that's nice. So that, like, the two people in the basement that have to update the PCs, the laptops for the people who never use them. That's great. Oh. Mojang should release a full tutorial for modding with every update. Well, they are not like, they are not responsible for modding, right? So they don't give a frick. It doesn't matter. I start programming like Python and JS and then Java modding or Minecraft modding. That's okay. First 3 videos were difficult for me because I was doing it in 1.21.5. Yeah, I really have to, like, listen on the next series. I really need to emphasize in the very, very beginning of the video, because no one reads the description, no one reads the pinned comment. I basically have to say this will work for this particular version that it says in the title. If this is not the version that you're using, please go to the description, and still people will comment and say, why does this not work for this version? Because people don't listen. But it's fine. It's okay. I've gotten used to this. It happens. Mojang doesn't care about modders. Well, they don't care about them yet. Well, you know when they will care? When the Java Marketplace comes out. Hey! Bro, Java's hard. I stopped in the middle. I mean, it happens. Listen, no one ever said that it was easy. But also, you got to remember this. Sometimes things that are worthwhile are not easy. Okay? I'm just saying. So sometimes you also have to just, like, push through. Every time I get stuck on code, I do what you're saying, go and look at Minecraft source code. It is a very, very good idea to do this. Because usually, it's not like you always have the answer, but you do have them at some, like there are some things that can lead you to the answer. Have you ever thought about doing videos, interviewing modders? I mean, I've thought about a couple of different things in terms of modding that could be interesting, but a lot of the stuff it's not easy to implement because right now, basically, I'm running like a 1.5-man show. It's not quite right. It's a 2-man show basically. You know, I have one absolutely fantastic person, Moon. She might be in the chat as well. That's doing a lot of the editing for me, which is absolutely a huge help. But you know, there's only so much like 2 people can organize, and I don't know. A lot of the stuff that I would want to organize, that I have ideas for, it would require a couple more people, a lot of planning and stuff like that. And yeah, but maybe. Yeah. I don't mind using 1.20, 1.5 for modding. I learn a lot by figuring out what went wrong. Yeah, that's fair, actually. That's not too bad. Do you think Java Marketplace will be a net positive for modders? You know, honestly, this is the first time anyone's asked me this, right? Because they were always like, no. So I think that, as with a lot of things, I think that the issue is that the Java Marketplace, this is all speculation, by the way, right? None of this is confirmed. We don't even know if there actually will, like, Java Marketplace will come. I really think that one will come. It just is what it is. But I think the biggest thing will be, it will be built on JSON files again, right? So everything, roughly speaking, right? It is going to be a custom scripting language or something like that. I believe that most or all mods accepted on the Java Marketplace will only work with these JSON files. That's why they're all like doing all of this codec stuff and doing this like JSON fileification of the Java game, so that everything can be actually like read in, right? So it's basically going to be scripting instead of actually programming in Java. I don't think they're going to be letting like actual Java code jar file stuff on the marketplace. They might, but I don't see this happening unless they cooperate with like someone like either Modrinth or CurseForge or something like that. Because I think that, yeah, they would have to probably cooperate with one of those. But who knows? Kaupenjoe, your videos have given me countless hours of joy. I learned how to mod thanks to you, and you literally gave me a reason to love Minecraft again. Thank you for everything. Well, thank you for that nice comment. That is awesome. Okay, that is awesome. Check your personal messages. Okay, listen, okay. That actually looks kind of interesting, okay? I'll look at it at some point. Why doesn't the Fabric Biome API work better than a Terra Blender? I haven't worked with a Fabric Biome API, I think, in a while. I don't even know. I don't like biomes, as you might have guessed. Okay, it's a bit of a thing. Make a tutorial on how to do Bedrock Edition add-ons. I have thought about this, but the issue is, don't you have to be like invited, or don't you have to like apply to make add-ons? So I don't even know how that works. I don't think it needs to be mentioned, but do you think blocks will be added via data packs? Yes, that's basically the idea. The idea is that in a Java Marketplace environment, things will be done via data packs, quote unquote, or whatever data packs will become at that point. Because I think data packs will then become much more powerful, which is obviously a good thing. But at the same time, it's basically just going to be JSON files. Now, there might also be people who are very smart, okay? And you know what they might do? They might write Java wrappers that take your Java classes and turn them into JSON files. So you can program your mod in Java, and it turns them into JSON files that you can then publish onto the marketplace. Would that be just ridiculous? Yes. Yes, it would. But that has never stopped anyone, okay? You can make add-ons freely, but you can't upload them. Ah, okay, fair enough. We do tutorials on Multiblocks. So, Multiblocks, I've been struggling with that one. I think that's like the pinnacle, right? Once I've done Multiblocks, I can retire, right? I'm kidding. No, but like, probably, hopefully at some point, I don't know. I don't know in what version that would happen or when, but hopefully, maybe, probably. That's the best I can do. I'm trying to make a 121.5 mod right now, following the 121 tutorials. There are quite a number of differences. Yes, Prince of Persia. This is we talked about this in the beginning of the series. Basically, the changes that happened between 1.21.1 all the way to 1.21.5 are ridiculous. They're insane, and basically, it is highly not recommended to follow the tutorials for it. Yeah, no, multi-blocks are definitely not new coder friendly. I absolutely agree. This is one of the other reasons why I'm basically not going to do cables or pipes or something like that. It's really difficult, not only to explain, but also to understand and then to explain well. And then it is super easy for like a tiny mistake to go in there and then boom, everything just burns. And that's not good. Yeah, wait, you are the Java guy. I mean, I mean, maybe I'm definitely the Minecraft modding guy. It is I, Kaupenjoe. Maybe you've heard this. Oh, Raven fans back in Jelly once more, and in this tutorial we're gonna be talking about multi-block structures. Yo, what? What the hell is a multi-block? It's basically where you set down one block and then you set down a couple of more blocks, and then it turns into one structure that you could right-click, and then it's a like a custom block entity altogether. You should just use other mods cables. Yes. Kaupenjoe, aka Mr. Java. I mean, I don't know. He said the line. Say the thing. Say the thing. We find ourselves in IntelliJ once more. Yay. Woo. So ridiculous. Java guy. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable, bro. Makes a lot of sense, but I do appreciate all the tutorials you do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He did it. Modding is never going to die. Look at Dark Souls. No, no, no. Listen, I mean, absolutely. That is very true. Yeah, Kaupenjoe is the Java guy. I'm sure he's not the Java guy. He's a Java guy, but not the Java guy. Good. I think that's accurate. I accept. Can I give items somehow an enchantment effect without actually enchanting them? That's honestly a very good question. I don't know. What is a multi-block? Is a philosophical question. What even is a block? Is a block not a part of a whole? Does it not consist of 16 by 16 by 16 even tinier blocks? As you can clearly see right here and right here. Are those not each individual voxels and blocks themselves? And are there not mods that expose this truth? Like Chisel and Bits? Think about it. Yes. A block consists of triangles. I don't even know. Just want to say big thanks for helping me get into coding. Your tutorials were a first big step. Now you're coding in... now I'm coding huge UE5 modding tools. I wouldn't be here without your tutorials. Let's freaking go, baby. That's awesome, man. That's amazing. See, this is like the thing. You can jump to all sorts of other things. Because when you can code, that's actually pretty good, neat skill. And also, it makes a lot of fun. In my personal opinion, it's a lot of fun. But that's, you know, as I asked 100 times, did you try making websites using Java? I have not tried making websites using Java. So for websites, in the past, I have used JavaScript and HTML, CSS, things of that nature usually. I don't think I've done, I've semi-done Java websites, but it's more complicated than that. Do you watch No Risk? I do not watch them, no. The big three, pretty much, yes. Weekly Modding Mondays come back with community mods at some point. Well, that's a good question to talk about what is going to happen. Okay. Also, what programming language should I learn after I've garnered all Java knowledge? I mean, it depends on your goals, right? That's the question, right? It depends on your goals. It's like, number one, what do you want to learn? And then number two, what do you want to do, right? If you want to do, if you want to program in Unity, then obviously you would go for C#. If you want to make a game in Unreal Engine, you would do C++. If you just want to do things for fun, just use any, right? I mean, but any day. Anyway, so weekly modding Mondays. Listen, okay? The fact that I have basically no way of being able to plan right now, given that I don't know if the next thing is going to be 1.21.6 or 1.22, as we've previously discussed. I want to reiterate this one more time. No, this is not the right one. That is the right one. Right? Right now, it says 1.21.6. However, an official name has not been given. It might be the case that this turns out to be 1.22. And then all things are basically forgiven and we're good. But at the end of the day, this doesn't come out until June, meaning that we have like a good 2 months or so until like we even want to like basically think about 1.22/1.21.6. So what happens in these 2 months? Oh, that's a pretty good question. I still have, sadly, when I was sick a while ago, like 4 weeks, I think 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's been a while, but you know, I still have a little bit of things to get back to, basically, right? So there's a bit of a backlog that sort of came up, and that's why, you know, there's just not been a lot of stuff happening. Specifically, also no tutorials, but mostly I would say the 1.21 series, sorry, the 1.21.1 series is mostly done. I would say I have like 1 or 2 more things. I might want to do structures. I might want to do, what else? Something else, structures, and maybe something else. But that's pretty much probably it. Can you start modding in this live? Well, in this live, I'm not going to start modding because I'm not equipped for this today. But in the future, yes. When's the next tutorial? I have no idea. I cannot tell you. I don't know. I'm hoping still this month. That's the best I can give you. Like that's sadly all I have. Because while that is kind of rough, it's like yeah. Do you love or hate Java optionals? I have no opinion on them one way or the other, actually. I think it's a good idea to finish everything on 1.21.1 until a bigger version can be determined again. Yeah, true. I mean, maybe. Hello, Kaupenjoe. I don't have a Kaupenjoe right now, but hello to you too. Do you know mCreator? Absolutely, I know mCreator. I don't recommend it. I need compatibility with EMI. Yeah, I haven't looked at that yet at all. You know, some things just fall to the wayside sometimes. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It does happen. Java optionals are based and Java optional pilled. Okay, what is EMI? EMI is like a it's like more items, just enough items, JEI or REI, but just crazier and better. Custom GUI videos. Depends on what that means. I mean, I did do a custom GUI when we did the block entity, when I did the block entity menu. That basically was a custom GUI. Depends on what else you mean with GUI. Seeing made with mCreator is an instant I don't want to try this mod. It's a real shame because there's some mods that actually look kind of cool, but the reason why they look cool is because the person was an artist and not a programmer. And instead of basically partnering with a programmer, they used mCreator, which is a shame because, like I said, it looks great, but then it's made with mCreator. I don't know at this point. It might have also come a little bit further, like mCreator has gotten better, but I don't know. At this point, it just is what it is. Okay, there's just gonna be some mods that are made with mCreator. I mean, you know, I guess it's fine. But yeah, Java optionals are ooh. I mean, they are good, but only because Java sucks. Have you ever used LWJGL? I have not. I mean, not that I know of. Have you ever tried making a create mod add-on? If yes, how hard, complicated was it? I have not tried to make an add-on, although it is a thing that a lot of people have asked for on how to do as well. Could be a thing that, you know, could be a, like, future thing. Do you think 1.26 slash 1.22 will be the next major version for modding? I don't know about 1.26, but I hope that 1.22 is going to be the next, like the summer drop is going to be 1.22, yes. Do you do tutorial about custom structures? I've recently said that most likely the last tutorials-ish of the 1.21.1 series will be custom structures. MC uses the LW. Yeah, I know that they use that, but I don't have. I think I have done that like specifically. I can code, but I can't do art to save my life. Yeah, a lot of people are like that. That's why I usually say you should find yourself an artist buddy and you should pair yourself together. And then, whoa, holy. So, can you make tutorial on crafting blocks that are not entities? So you would want a custom crafting table. Just look at the Minecraft crafting table. That's the best. That's like literally, like actually the best that you do. I'd love to learn how to make other mods compatible with other mods. Yeah. Yes, there's quite a few things that are that you can do with that actually. It might not be the worst idea to do something on that, but yeah. That's what I was doing with Nano, but then time. Yeah, Nano is not. Listen, okay? Nano is a busy boy, okay? I don't know what else to tell you. I can be an artist for people looking. I want to mod something. Nice. Looking at the source code is unironically the best way to learn Minecraft. It is, if you know some Java. That's sometimes where other people, well, where like people sometimes fail, you know? That's like the issue. If I wanted to learn more Java outside of modding, do you recommend a resource? Okay, so there's a couple of things. I mean, I obviously, first of all, I have to shill myself because that's just the nature of this program, okay? No, but I have a tutorial series on Java as well. Has helped quite a few people. But if that's not the style that you learn, absolutely no issues. There are so many different, like, really great tutorial series on YouTube. There's also a couple of things on just online in general. Let me actually double check something. Oh, funny. I never posted this. Well, better late than never. To anyone who's just gotten a Discord notification, that was just me. That was the stream notification that I didn't post for 45 minutes. So that's kind of funny. Oh man, that is amazing. Just learn Java. There's also a couple of things. Code Academy have free online courses. There's the University of Helsinki has some free online courses. There are so many different things. Definitely recommend it to check this out. Like there's all sorts of things. Just like look at a couple of things and then just see. And also, what? Hey!
Welcome to the King's Court.
The notifications work. Evercause. Let's freaking go. 18 months grass supporter member. Absolutely insane. Okay, absolutely insane. My GOAT, your Java tutorials was a lifesaver. First time I actually could stomach learning programming and finally understood object-oriented programming. Let's freaking go. Modding Monday, exactly. How can I start modding games with no YouTube tutorials? So that is something that is called, like when you too heavily have to rely on the tutorials, it is something we call tutorial hell. And the reason is because while the tutorials show you, okay, you can do this and this and this, it doesn't work with, like without it, right? You can't sort of translate the things that you need to do. And one of the things that I always advocate for or sort of give you is that I suggest you go in and let's say, for example, you want to know how to make an item, okay? So you add this item with the tutorial, right? You add it. You say, okay, we need to make the mod items class, and then we need to get the register method, and we need to put that into the constructor, and all, you know, you go through all of the different steps, and you have this, and your item works perfectly. It has a texture, and it works, and it's great. Okay, then you delete everything you just did, and you repeat the same thing again. Okay, and you do it with an item that it has a different name. Okay, and you do that 3 times with the tutorial. Okay. After you've done this for the 3rd time, you're going to delete everything and you're going to be like, oh, I know what to do. Okay, then go do it. And now you don't have the tutorial open anymore. You only look at it at specific points when you're like, okay, something here doesn't work. And then you look at the tutorial. Okay, and then you do that 2 times, right? And then by the 6th time, when you've done this, you're going to be so bored because you're like, I know how to add an item. Okay, good. Now you know how to add an item without watching the tutorial. As an example, right? Just for an example. Arch! The duck has been added once more. Let's freaking go, baby. But yeah, also I don't have enough. Enough suits, crazy suits. It's true. Okay, that's why I need the YouTube memberships and the Twitch subscriptions, and of course the super chats to get myself more suits. I'm kidding, by the way, guys. I'm kidding, but that is kind of funny. Yeah, it's a lifesaver for stuff. Oh, that's data gen. Data gen. Absolutely. I always learn like this. Yeah, but the thing is, like, people are not taught, and this is not no fault of your own, how to learn, right? Like, people are just like, they're like, oh, here, read this book. Okay. I mean, yeah, but like, I'm just here for the Pikachu suit and random pens. I have no idea what all the Minecraft terms are about. Listen, okay? You know what? That's fine.
Glory or doom.
That is fine. Okay, that's not an issue. I mean, I don't think I can say that first part of the name, okay? I saw this. But this is not bad word best EU. Thank you for the follow. School break, long time no see. Can't stay for the full stream. Listen, Arch, just you being here is already pretty awesome. Listen, I know that you're all hydrating me on Twitch, but I only have so much stuff. Worldwide education model needs innovation. Yes, I think so. And now, you listen, okay? It's just... Oh, God.
Accompany me to glory or doom.
Chitsi-tsu? Chitsi-tsu. Thank you for the follow as well on Twitch. People don't know, I actually do stream both on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. You know, just so you know. Oh man, remember that time where we flooded you with water? I do remember it, but it doesn't have the same... Listen, it doesn't have the same effect, and I can tell you why. Because nothing appears on the screen right now when you do that, right? So, like, you can do it, but it nothing appears on the screen. So I haven't implemented this yet. Okay, I have to. Like I said in the very beginning, I have to do a lot of changes over here so that this works. I don't know who set all of this like streaming thing up. But, yeah, I mean, it wasn't me. It was, in fact, me. But it doesn't matter, you know? It's... I have to actually, like, change quite a few things. Yeah. But I do remember that when I got flooded. It was pretty funny. It's pretty good. Literally, best tutorials on programming,
Accompany
Java.
me to glory or doom.
That's... You Slick Sun... 677. Thank you for the follow as well. Yeah, German exams soon. Even though all Java terms are pronounced Germanly in... So, do you know, like, when I tell you about a heap, right, in German, like the data structure heap, you've heard about this before, right? I swear to God, our programming teacher in university called it eine Halde. We were all like, what? What is he... Like, it was like a crossword that we had to fill out. And there was one part where it was, you know, alluding to that data structure. And it had 5 words. And I was like, heap doesn't fit in there. He wanted Halde. Brother, what the heck, man? You can't do that. Thank you for helping me create my first mod. Well, you are very welcome. That is awesome to hear. Listen, hopefully it's not going to be the last. Or if it's a huge mod, I mean, then it's fine. Yeah, I don't know. The mic cord doesn't go anywhere. Teach me the dark magic. What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, this one here. Oh, it's gone. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, right? And then, how does he do it? How does he do it? That's insane. Look at this, okay? I'm fully locked in, okay? You can see? Look at this. And then, oh, he did it again. Oops, I did it again. It's tiny, but I have to start somewhere. I absolutely agree with you. Listen, it literally, it's even better, okay? The wire rubbing simulator. Hey, listen. Let's not talk about that, okay? It's literally open on the edge. Yeah, I mean, sure. You paint your mic green to cover it. I mean... Oh, we were talking about someone who was here for pens. Are you still here for the suits and the pens? I have another crazy pen. Look at this guy. Oh, look at this guy. Whoa. It's this is a it's like an actual like a pencil. What the frick is it called? Pencil? I don't know any words anymore. Yeah, it's a pencil. It even has a rubber on the end here. Invisible. Well, it's not that listen, it's not 100% invisible, okay? You can see that I'm holding something, right? Like you can see this. Wait, there you go. Oh, it disappears. No. Okay, it's gone. Is it not called a rubber? That's a thing. I've been filling your comment section with changes for. I have seen those, yo. Huge, like huge good. Actually, insanely good. I haven't even caught up with the 1.21.5 changes at all. Like I'm still a 1.21.4 at most. Like that's the most that I've gotten. Oh, you mean an eraser? Yes, I did mean an eraser. I said rubber and we dropped 20 people. Yeah, listen, okay. It is what it is. It happens. It happens. That's pretty good though. Yeah, I know what the euphemism is, okay? I know it. I'm pretty sure that I just translated the German word for it, okay? I didn't, by the way. I kind of did. Okay, wait a second. No. You don't get to freaking do that, okay? Wait a freaking second. In German, it's called a Radiergummi. Okay? And now get this, okay? And you know what the euphemism of gummi is in German? The same thing. That's what happened, okay? I'm just a little bit I'm just wrong in the mind. But I mean, you probably knew that already, so that's what happened. I spelled your name wrong, by the way. Listen, okay, that's all good. It happens. Listen, it happens. Oh, it's English for that. Maybe. Just want to say thank you for the NeoForge tutorial series. Been learning so much. Awesome, man. That is awesome. Have you played Amnesia: The Dark Descent? No. Archer, weren't you here when I played the second Amnesia? Or the third Amnesia? I don't even know which one it was. I think you were here for it a little bit. When I did the horror stream. I think so, at least. Code an entire Minecraft mod in assembly. Absolutely not. Pig machine. Was it a machine for pigs? I think it was the one that came after that. I think there's another one. And another one. And another one. Wait, is it not? Is the... No, I guess then it is. No, then it was... no, it wasn't. Which one was it? Which one did we play? We played the one with the big baby. Listen, for anyone who has no idea what I'm talking about, that is very strange. But those who know, they know. So we played the one with the big baby. Which mod loader is easiest to use? What do you have tutorials on? Probably Fabric, I would say. Probably Fabric. I would tend to say. Does Kaupenjoe have a trademark on his name or skin? I will neither confirm nor deny. You're gonna find out when I sue you. I caught you live. Just want to say thank you for all the amazing work you've done with the modding community. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. And yeah, awesome. When do we get Minecraft modding song we need? Listen, okay? I would do... You all want like a song like they did back in the day, like the Yogscast did back in the day? I can get Nano on that. I can say, Nano, listen, okay? We're going to do a Minecraft modding song. I'm just going to be... You know what? No, I'm gonna go to Twitter and I'm gonna DM Dan Bull. He's gonna help me with a Minecraft modding song. That's easy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Listen, rapping, right? You don't necessarily need to be a good singer to rap, right? Is this? Am I crazy? You just have to kind of like be on beat, but you don't have to necessarily match the like notes, right? That only happens in like singing, right? Or am I crazy? You know some mods that are similar with actions and stuff. I have seen actions and stuff, but I haven't seen a mod similar to that. No, more complicated than that. I listen, fair enough, right? Like that's, yeah, it is. It's often more Modding song would go hard. I agree. Neo is taking over Forge. I also agree with this. I'm gonna drop Forge when NeoForge takes over. Hasn't NeoForge already taken over? Kind of. It's really hard, man. It's like, let me actually double check over here. Forge download. I mean, they're still going. They're still going for stuff. But it is hard to like really know. NeoForge. I mean, you know what I look at is like the number of versions, right? And what you have is right now for 1.21.5 there's 39. Sorry, yes, there's 39 versions of NeoForge, and there's 4 versions in Forge. I'm not saying they're not working hard, but it's, I don't know. Your opinion on Lex? Listen, I don't know the guy. I've no real opinion. I mean, it is what it is. Just like he says himself, he's a bit prickly at times. I mean, you know. Same for Quilt, to be honest. Barely any mods. Listen, we don't talk about Quilt on this channel. Listen, most likely, if 1.22 is the next version, then most likely we're gonna have Fabric and NeoForge. It's the most likely thing. If there's like nothing coming, like crazy coming up. I mean, we've seen all major mod packs all go to NeoForge. Like all the mods, like whatever it is, 9 or 11, or I don't even, 10, I guess. All the mods 10 is on NeoForge. I don't know. It's just, I just don't see them coming back. It's a very uphill battle. Let's say that. Any tips for keeping a large mod with hundreds of blocks and mobs organized? Honestly, good question. I don't even know. I read somewhere that how the NeoForge fork went down, and then I have my doubts supporting them, but I think modders should stick with Forge. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe. At the end of the day, everyone can choose whatever they want, right? Like, that's the beauty of it. Anyone can. But yeah, I will say this. 3 courses and 3 tutorial series have been rough on me. I'm not gonna lie. Like that was a bit rough. So, oof. Right? So I don't know. How big is it? Listen, okay. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. And look at that. Ooh. What? When Multiblocks? I don't know, man. I don't know. What's good, Kaupen? Just released my first mod a week ago. Yo, let's freaking go. Did you already post it on the community mods channel in the Discord? That is the place to post it, okay? That is very important. Don't move it around like that. It's transparent. What did you do with it? Joe went from Ubisoft to my... Oh no, it's bent. Listen, what do you mean it's bent? It's always bent. I can also bend it in the other way. Ah! 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 I can make a knot in it. I actually can. Wait a second, that's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Listen, this is ridiculous, okay? Okay, I don't even... What is happening, man? How do I join the Discord? Good question. I shall give you an answer. Discord. Is this right? Oh, look at that. There you go. There you go. Yeah. I know. I should hydrate. Just close your eyes and listen to this. No, don't do such a thing. Never do such a thing. You can listen to this, though. Wait a second. No, that's not right. You can listen to this, though. Wait. Maybe this is going to work. It didn't work. It didn't work. The water was not loud enough. Luke! Alright. Talk to you later, man. The water was not loud enough. ASMR. I hear nothing. Yeah, I know. I know. it's a rough one. Oh god, we got the oh no. Oh god. Okay, wait a second. We already oh Jesus, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. Give me this. All right, so let's see. Okay, maybe that. Okay, no. Okay. Listen, this is the mat. Oh, you can't hear. Oh, that's funny. That's really good. That's amazing. Best streamer, guys. Listen, bend. Now you can hear. Okay. I can also bend it in a. Don't insult me. Now you can bend. Bend it here. I can make a knot in it. I actually can. Wait a second. That's ridiculous. If you don't gaslight me, okay? You can hear this now. And if you can't, okay. Bend. This is ridiculous. Okay. You said it, Kaupenjoe. You said it, Kaupenjoe. Silent bending. Listen, the second time around you were able to hear it. And if you weren't, listen, I don't even know what to tell you, okay? At that point, I just frick you. At that point, frick you, brother. Simple as that. Energy generation tutorials, NeoForge, any plans? Well, I do have that. Once again, I do have to chill on this. You know, I'm contractually obligated by myself to every half an hour or so mention my course. The courses are linked down in the description below, and that they actually do include an energy generation tutorial, so or lectures, I guess. So they do exist there. Just, you know, throwing it out there. Just wanted to tell you that. Pod! Hello! Welcome. We get extensive Minecraft coding knowledge from this man and his bendy wand. I've never been so proud of this community. Listen, okay? If you don't appreciate me at my modding tutorial, you don't appreciate... You are not going to be able to appreciate me at my bendy pencil, okay? Simple as that. Like, I'm just... You know... What does the next year look like for Kaupenjoe content? Honestly... Finally, a good freaking question, okay? Listen, I can tell you this. Okay? The general overview is as follows. Currently, we are doing 2 different new channels that you may or may not have seen previously. Let me actually just open those up. And then there's another one, and that's going to be... Is this linked?
Accompany me to glory or doom.
Just give me a second, okay? I'm not... Chris Vasquez, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. All right, so we have 2 different, basically new channels that are going. The first one is Kaupen Labs over here, where we just crossed 10,000 subscribers. This is where we do the modding showcases, including things like the community showcases, right? So if you have your mods posted on the community mods channel in the Discord, then basically I may or may not at some point have your mod also in one of those community mod showcases. I will ping you on the Discord if you are like one of the ones that are like that is featured there. I think it's fair. Listen, if there's someone who doesn't want to basically get pinged, then I don't know. I feel like everyone would want to get pinged if they have a video of their mod being made. I would hope so. But yeah, that is number 1. And number 2 is Kaupenjoe Gaming, where I've been doing retrospectives on like old games. This is mostly probably for a few like older people, I guess. Yeah, it's sort of been going great. I've been thoroughly enjoying making these videos. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is like another thing, but how it all comes together, I don't quite know just yet. Okay, we are literally, and Moon can attest to this. We're basically literally in the process of figuring out how to consolidate everything. Let's call it like that, right? And it might be the case that streams could be a point in the middle of all of this, because I think that makes sense. But yeah. We're going to pay Signalis on the gaming channel. Signalis. Okay, that actually looks pretty sick. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's a horror. It's a classic survival horror experience. It actually looks pretty nice. Okay. Okay, let me actually keep this up on here just for the sake of argument. Just so that I have this later. How big of a donation for a video? Listen, okay? First of all, tell me what the video is, and then we can continue to talk, okay? But yeah, that is basically the two things that we have happening sort of simultaneously. And then obviously, nope, that's not here. Kaupen Labs. And then obviously modding by Kaupenjoe. Oh, look at that. This is you. This is us. Yay. Currently, you know, we're on hiatus-ish, let's say. 1.20, 1.1 series probably ending in like 1 or 2 episodes, and then we're continuing with 1.22 or 1.21.6. That's sort of where I'm at right now as of this stage, but we'll see. Will there be an energy cable tutorial? There will not be. I will not do that, no. One of the reasons is because it is a incredibly complicated thing, and yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's incredibly complicated, and I don't think that I will be able to like properly do it sort of justice, let's say. Yeah, where to contact you for a joint modding experience. So if you want to make a mod together, basically, I'll sadly cut it off right here, and I'm very unlikely to make a mod right now with someone else. Because I have basically like 3 mods cooking, either with myself or with another person, that we're not really doing right now. So I'm unable to take on any other like projects, sadly. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to sort of at some point fade into like possibilities, but right now not. Is it important to constantly update my mod with the recent Minecraft versions? So yes and no. There's 2 different schools of thought of this. In this instance, for example, we have a 1.21.1 is basically the de facto version that we are on right now. And if you have your mod updated for that and you keep adding new features to that version, I think it is the best case scenario. You don't need to update to 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 if you don't want to or need to. Case in point, all the mods 10 right now only has a 1.21.1 version, because many mods decided not to update to the minor versions because they would rather make the jump to 1.22 and then be fine with that. So usually it's fine to stay on that version. Do you need an editor? I actually already have an editor. She is absolutely amazing, and for the time being, I don't think we need a second one. Although it is a thing that we could keep in mind, but right now I don't think so. How can you make emissive textures? I believe emissive textures would need a rewrite of the lighting system, if I recall correctly, because the actual thing that is an emissive texture is just removing it from a specific layer. If you just want that, then that's fine as well. If you don't read my previous message, yes. Is there a 1.21.1 tutorial adding something like crystals that don't spawn in ores? That don't spawn like ores. So would you say that the crystals like what the frick is it called? In the geodes, things like that? Because that I don't have a specific tutorial on that, but basically the Minecraft source code definitely helps. Where can you ask questions about it? Well, that is the best place to ask for that is going to be in the following. That's going to be in the Discord right here. Do read the rules though. I do recommend this. Interesting. Okay. Talk to me. Okay, that's literally like incredibly not even interesting to me at all. But okay. Yeah. So that will be one of those. Missode is a great resource. True, Missode is great. I need help porting my mod from 1.20.1 to 121. Is it much work? So, as a rule of thumb, if I don't have an update guide, it is a lot of work. This doesn't help, but that's like usually the rule of thumb. And I'm pretty sure I don't have an update guide for that because it is ridiculous, if I recall correctly. Specifically with the things that I have, that we have had. So probably it is. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Please help me with Mixon. Cannot find declaration to go. I mean, spawning things like amethyst clusters, but not in geodes. That's a good question. I've never looked at that. I don't even know. I mean, it's definitely possible, but I mean, you could probably make it so that the thing spawns. You could probably do it somehow, but I don't know. I'm having trouble walking through the entire logic right now. The amount of people join Discords and clearly don't read the rules is wild to me. This is the thing with basically anything and everything. It's like it is what it is. Okay, it happens. Listen, you know, you can remind people of them, and usually I'm fairly merciful, unless you know get me in like a really bad mood. Then, then the banhammer might be swinging. Okay. Just started back on working on my main mod that I've been neglecting for a year. Fair enough. I've committed myself to finish it before June. Fair. Custom geode feature could also work, actually. Yeah. You know, no, you could just make a custom geode and just remove everything that the geode adds except for the custom growth block and the thing that comes out of it, in theory. That would work. I don't know where to put my code and how to export my mod. Yeah, so exporting the mod, it actually works quite easily. You open the terminal, you put in ./gradlew build, and then within the build folder, instead of the libs folder, your jar file is going to be made. Any other issues, you can ask in the Discord server. I'll post it again. We have a dedicated thread system, so don't just post it in general chat. There's actually like threads where you can basically make a custom thread, and that is where you can basically add, we can basically go in and yeah, add a thread, and there you go. And then be like, yo, how did you start modding? Well, the first thing I knew was how to program in Java, which is I know that everyone says this, but it is just a thing that is going to absolutely crazily help you out. And then I watched a tutorial series. I know, pretty crazy. And then once I had the basic stuff down, I was like, okay, now I want to do this. And then I just tested it out and it didn't work. And I was like, okay. And then I did this, and then all of a sudden it worked. And it's like, yes, let's go. And basically, and then it just goes from there. It's sort of like you can bootstrap at some point on your own, right? If you have enough knowledge on the rest, then you can just learn the rest by then looking at either GitHub repositories. There's Discord servers where people have asked the same questions that you have probably asked. So you can simply use the search function and search for if people have run into this issue, and then boom. Yeah, that's sort of one of the things that does work and is probably kind of good. Yeah. Should I learn coding first before a block bench? Well, I mean, it depends. If you want to do a Minecraft mod on your own, basically you want to program it, you want to design the mobs and things like that, then most likely you should definitely learn coding first. If you are basically the person responsible for the texturing, the modeling, and the animating, then you don't necessarily need coding at like to a degree that I would usually recommend. Also, thank you. These are the 250 ohms version. Haha, got you on that one. I will say though, these are one of the best headphones that I've ever had. I've had a previous the same ones previously, and holy crap, they at some point broke after like 7 years or 6 years or something. Man, I got the same ones again. They're so good. Literally the most comfortable. It's crazy. It's really good. It's really good. Is there any way that I have a custom item have a glow or aura regarding emissive textures? It depends on what you mean by glow or aura. So if you mean something like basically dynamic lighting, like you have in some like mods or some shaders where you hold a torch and then it lights the stuff around you. That is only going to work if you spawn a custom block that emits light, and then you delete that block and you have that follow you around. It looks really bad. It's not nice, but it does work. It's a very hacky way. If you don't want that and you want it to like properly shed light, then you need to rewrite the entire lighting system. And I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. Recently just started making mods. I decided to try and learn modding myself via code before I looked up. Wish me luck, I guess. Listen, man, go for it. Will modding Mondays be returning weekly, or are there other plans? I hope that just in general, weekly, just... I don't want to say weekly, but like weekly-ish. But there's one totally other thing that I probably should have mentioned when we had 30% more viewers, but you know, it's fine. Save your... get out your calendars, okay? And save something. And what I want you to save is the Sunday, the 27th of April. That is the Sunday. That going into Monday, the 28th. Because, can we get the meme question? How old are you, 30? Well, on April the 28th, it's no longer going to be a meme. On April the 28th, it's going to be true. It's not like we're going to do the official announcement in a while. But we are going to... Okay, interesting. We are going to do a birthday stream from the 27th to the 28th. Wait a second, give me a sec. I think it's it is going to be 6... Oh, Jesus. It's going to be 6 EM CEST on Sunday the 27th, but I'm going to do a bigger announcement in a little bit, and then we're going to basically stream into the birthday, and then we're going to stream for a little bit longer after that. At first, I did want to make a 30-hour stream, but I have since rescinded this idea because I don't think that it is prudent and smart. But we will like basically stream into the birthday and stream for a little while longer, and then at some point, I don't know, I'm gonna go to bed at like 6 or something. I don't know. That's sort of the idea. Or if we're having fun, maybe I will just continue to do stuff. But that's sort of one of the things that we have on the docket. But like I said, official announcement will come soon. The Discord is expired. Well, it is usually not the case that it is expired, but I will double check, because the link that I have should in theory be the link that is oh, nice. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so that's ridiculous. Does anyone have an invite link? Or that, I guess you can also do that. But yeah, modding beta, I don't think I'm going to do that. I happen to have my birthday today, kind of. Like, what do you mean, kind of? About, like, I mean, happy birthday, though. Watching your stream really cheered me up, thank you, in a different way than usual. Listen, okay? I'll say this. Whatever the situation might be, okay? We're going to do some wholesomeness today, okay? Why not? Whatever the situation might be, okay? It can also be different. It very well might be different in a year or 2 years, right? Sometimes that's rough, because like a year can be quite a long time, depending on your age as well. Because, you know, if you're 20, then 1 year is 5% of your life. Quick math. But if you're 50, then it's only 1/50th of your life, so then it's only 2%, right? So then that's why years tend to get longer. Sorry, that's why years tend to feel shorter as you get older. Which is honestly, why is that? Like, can we patch that? Are there like patch notes for this? But yeah, a year is listen, a lot of people underestimate what they can do in a month, and they overestimate what they can do in a month, and they underestimate what they can do in a year. Simultaneously as well, people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. Also a extremely prudent thing to think about, right? It is really the case. So do keep that in mind. True. Listen, we do need a human changelog, okay? Human 2.0. No more biting on tongues. Please. Please. Why is that a thing? Okay. I don't like that. Why? Birthday stream. Yeah. Why is that a thing? Like, no more biting on tongues. Done with that. And then anything else, I don't even know. What channel in the Discord can I show what I need help for? Well, the best place would be to just ask in the Discord in the general. So ask what channel you need in the Discord, not just ask in the Discord. That's okay. Yeah. Basically there. I'm pretty sure someone there will be able to assist you. And then further lead you down to the place where a question can be asked. Teach us modding beta. I don't think I'm going to go back that far. I'm not even going to go back to 1.12, even though that's a thing that's, a lot of people ask, so no. Biting the inside of your cheeks when eating. True. I mean, either inside of the cheeks or the tongue, horrendous. Horrendous. Why is that a thing? Like, it's just like, you just forget that the tongue is a part of you. No. Why? I don't like that. I don't like that at all, okay? I don't like this one tiny bit. We're going to have rid of that. Getting your shirt caught on the doorknob. That happens quite infrequently to me, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, you're not entirely wrong. It is a thing that we could basically also get rid of. You're right. So sorry, but don't you mind? Can you check my previous question? I will see. Can I only add particle effects to Java models outside of Blockbench? I believe so. I believe, if I recall correctly, the way to add the effects is with a level/world class, and you basically have to spawn them in the world. Either you spawn them on the client, and then only the person that only on the client can see, or you spawn them via the server, and then every client can see it. I believe that it doesn't quite work on in Blockbench. No, I don't think so. Having to check whether or not you leave the oven on or lock up. That's true. It happens. Although usually that's like one of those things where your mind is playing tricks with you. But to be fair, I am an advocate of sometimes listening to your gut, or a lot of times listening to your gut. If you're like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. You might be right. Or your gut might be right. Fixed a critical issues where humans, under certain circumstances, slam their toe against a table and incapacitate themselves for a short duration. Yes, thank you. I haven't found any answers on that online. Fair enough. What will you do to celebrate 100,000 subscribers? Well, good thing that that's going to be a while until then. But I did promise something about 4 years ago or 3 years ago or whenever that was. And that was when I reached 100,000 subscribers, I would do a hot tub stream. The first Minecraft modding in a hot tub. Yeah. I don't know if we'll do that, but maybe. Okay. That was when the whole hot tub debate on Twitch was huge. So, but I don't know. Okay, maybe. I don't. Please do not do that. Okay, don't do that. Have you ever considered hosting a mod development jam? I have considered it. Yes. If you're asking me like that, then yes, I have considered it. Listen, a lot of those things are really fun and interesting, but maybe I should literally just listen. I'm sometimes really. What do I want to say? I am hesitant of taking more than I already am, let's say, of the free time of the users, right? And the people. So there's quite a substantial amount of people who already help almost around the clock on the Discord server in the help threads. Because at this point, I am completely done, right? I'm completely over capacity. I don't even know. I don't know if one of them is in here who's helping a lot. But Capitan, I think you were in here. How many new threads are there daily? In each of the different categories, 15, 20 or something like that? I mean, you're also helping a lot, right? So it's what is it, 45 different threads over the course of one day, that's way too many. Like, I can't even. I wouldn't. In Forge, only like 10. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, then let's call it 30. But like, 30 is still quite, like, that's not insignificant, okay? That's still a lot of questions every day. But yeah, that's and to the point, to the actual point, when it comes to the what is it, the development jam, the mod jam, I would probably just need, like, you know, a handful of people from the community who help organize it, basically. That's the idea, right? But I don't know. Right now, I'm a little bit hesitant on doing things like that. Although maybe it would be a good idea, probably. You know. Have you ever tried adding a new die color or banner color? I have not, and I believe that they are quite hard to add because I believe they are. I think they are enums, right? So that's not good. Been active for the FAP exception for maybe a year now. It is a lot. Most of them are answered by the videos themselves and they don't use the right version. Yeah, I'm not saying that there's not, like, let's say, easy answers for them, but yeah, it is quite true. There are, sadly, it's a lot. It's still a lot. I have no idea. Well, if I pronounce it in a German way, then I would say Kapitenkraft. Right? That's what I would say. So I was looking through the threads and it looks like most people get at least a response. Listen, I would hope so. It's just like, if I could, I would respond, but it's just impossible. I appreciate your work. Greetings from Brazil. Hello there. Well, greetings back to you from Germany. This is, by the way, I genuinely love this because it's sort of like we're around the world. So freaking cool, man. It's so cool. I just watched Minecraft modding tutorial thing part 1. Let's go! My name is spelled German usually. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Can you do code for custom runes? I don't think so. Will you check out Blanket on 25 when the servers go live? Blanket Con 25. I don't even know what that is. Is that like a bad thing? Hey, Kaupen, thank you for all your work. Thank you for the kind words. Thanks once again. I gotta go now. Hope the stream goes well. Love your morning tutorials. Help me a lot. Thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you so much and have a nice day. Yeah, that's the idea. MC's code around those colors. Yeah, the custom colors is a rough one, I think. Just tuned in. What I miss. Oh. Listen, we had pencil reveal. We had the future of Kaupenjoe. We had a wholesome message. Quite a few things, man. Quite a few things. What do you think the future of Minecraft will be in terms of success? Well, given the fact that they have now branched into even more mainstream with the movie, and that they are going to now make it a multimodal media franchise, meaning that there's going to be multiple different like avenues of Minecraft, right? There are games, there's now a movie, there are books, I'm pretty sure already, and now there's also going to be a Netflix series. So they are branching out into all sorts of different things, trying to make it a little bit more mainstream along the way. And I think that currently, I think they will be able to get another boost, because right now the drops have been pretty good. Board games too, exactly true. I think they will be able to get like another hype going, because just like the reception so far has been super positive about all of the drops when we really look at it, right? So I don't know. Yo, man, thank you for all your videos. Recently upgraded to a personal mod to a newer version, and they're helpful as always. Thank you so much for the kind words, and that is awesome to freaking hear, man. It's a mod fest. Okay. Probably one of the biggest ones for Fabric. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Listen, I don't know. Maybe, probably not. I don't know. But watch some coding tutorials before continuing the mod. See, have a good time. Thank you so much, and have a good time too. Wild thing to think Minecraft being mainstream. Wild to think of Minecraft being any more mainstream. Listen, I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you, right? Because you can say, well, wait a second. It is the best-selling game of all time. I agree. I know what you mean. But you have to realize that sometimes we are in a little bit of a bubble, okay? Not everyone knows Minecraft. I know how crazy it sounds, but it is true. And with something like this, it does, with this multimodal sort of media franchise, it does help spread even more. The drops do kind of suck for modding. Absolutely they do. But features have been great for vanilla. Agreed. 1,000%, right? 1,000%. The drops, they're just not nice. I hope that they do something like the summer drops are always a major version regardless of how big the drop is, or something to that effect. Because I want to get to the 1.22 version, because then things will be better. But yeah, right now it's a rough one. That's really the case, man. It's just kind of rough, but it is what it is. What do you think about the new updates coming? Happy Gas. I think it's interesting. It's definitely interesting, but I don't know. It's just kind of strange. Makes me wonder what are they doing, going to do with the textures now. I mean, good questions. I don't know. Good questions. But yeah, we can speculate a lot on where it goes and things like that. But man, plain tutorial when? Listen. We've gone over this before. No. It's not, no. There is no plain tutorial. Plain tutorial when? Used to flex the Minecraft handbook back in the day. Oh yeah. Thank you for making tutorials for modding. They are really helpful and they're really good help. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. Now I just have to learn to read and then I can read the comments as well. No, but thank you. No plain tutorial? Okay, I will stop subscribing. No! I know, that's fair. Listen, okay. We've done it. We've done it before. Listen. We've done this previously, okay? And you all said that this is not a plane. And I said, listen, guys, this is a plane. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. You get it? Terrain generation. Well, depends on what exactly terrain generation is. Like a custom biome? Probably not. Custom structures? Probably. Anything else? Unlikely. That's probably going to be sort of the summary of it. Puntastic. Listen, if you don't appreciate my non-puns, you will not appreciate my puns, okay? That's just the truth of it. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's true. I still remain of the opinion that I do not like. I don't like, what is it called? Exactly, biomes. Custom biomes. They're really cool, don't get me wrong. But they're a freaking nightmare to add. Just that. I actually have just switched to a tier 2. So yeah, I was about to say, like, I think that's not, yeah. Also, you're a founder 31 months subscriber, bro. You are ridiculous, man. That's crazy. Where's Dark at, by the way? Wait a second. He was here before. I mean, in terms of how long he subscribed for. Where is this guy? Where is this guy? Where are you? I know you were in here for before. There he is. What do you mean he's no longer subscribed? Unbelievable, bro. For some I have words, for others, the baseball bat. Baseball, huh? Listen, if you know that joke, comment baseball, huh? That's a pretty good one, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I am your longest subscriber as I was your first subscriber. Well, there you go. Oh my god, true biomes a huge pain in the butt to add. Yes! It's crazy, man. Can I use a mod using C++? Sadly, not. Modding Minecraft can only be done in Java. Congratulations, you have received 1,000 messages today with Restream chat. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice, chat? 1,000 messages. Baseball, huh? You know it, Moon? Nice. I did have a break where I was a channel member on YouTube instead. Ah, you know, that actually makes a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Love your tutorials, but I have a question. Yes, okay. I will see if I have an answer. How would I add my own custom color map to my custom block, make it dynamically colored like grass, but with different colors? Okay, the greatest... custom color map. Yes. So you can do that, actually. Now, I don't know if I have this. I think this might be a thing. Yeah, so this is a thing I do have in the courses. So in the 121 courses, it is called Biome Colors. You can also go on the GitHub and look for it there, and maybe just look at the code, because I think that if you just want that, I wouldn't recommend buying the course for literally just colored grass. I feel like that's a little bit of a, I don't know. And it's called Biome Colors. And what you can do is you can, let me actually see, Kitawa, what do you have? Is it Fabric, NeoForge, or Forge that you're looking for, and what version? Then I will tell you what it's called. How long will today's stream be? I'll probably do another 20 minutes or so and finish at 7 p.m. today. Hello, hello. Are you into competitive programming? Not particularly. No, not particularly. What is your favorite movie? Die Hard 3. It's called Die Hard with a Vengeance. That is my favorite movie. I posted something for you to fix in the Discord. Is it? Is there like an actual issue? Like, can they actually not post? Oh, okay. Kaupenjoe follows. I was not logged in. Okay, listen. No, those were not my follows, okay? I don't know. Is there like an issue? Well, the thing about it is that whatever issue might be there, we'll fix it later. I'm using both Fabric and NeoForge. Well, there you go. 7-4-10. Once more to the freaking rescue, bro. I would recommend buying the course, even if it's just for that, if it helps Kaum. Listen, I mean... Yes, but also, yeah. Yeah, basically there's a color provider, and in NeoForge there's an event for it. And that basically works. This is basically exactly how it works. It's 1.21.5. Well, that obviously makes sense. So, yeah, I don't have the tags for 121.5 yet, because I don't even know, I can't even help with that, basically. Because I haven't done 1.21.5. You can just put in a different tag for the time being, I guess, and then just say it's for 1.21.5, and then hope that someone can help you with it. What are the differences between the courses and the tutorials? So there are a couple of different things. The courses contain a lot more topics, right? So I always recommend you go on to the landing page. They are linked in the description below. And you go onto the landing page, and if you scroll down a little bit, you can see there are the topics all listed.
Accompany me to glory or doom.
So all of the topics are listed. Also, Mort GB, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. And you can see all of the topics listed, and then just basically take a look at those and see, hey, are those interesting to me? Are those not interesting to me? And if you, for example, say, hey, there's like a bunch of them that are interesting to me that are not on the YouTube channel, then absolutely, let's go. You could, for example, buy it. If there's only like one or two, there is an argument of saying, I don't know if that really makes it worth it. Obviously, you need to decide for yourself. Absolutely. But that's one thing. Another thing is that it obviously supports the channel. It's like a huge support for the channel. Without basically the courses being there, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to do the tutorials themselves, you know, as well. So that's why it's also a great thing. So you get something for the support as well, and that's basically the gist of the courses, let's say. That's the idea. Yeah. Do you think a video about camera manipulation in Minecraft would be viable? Not sure if people would be interested in this. I don't know. I use ChatGPT to code plugins and it actually works really well. At this point, I should make an updated video on like AI and stuff like that for Minecraft modding, because I do believe that it has gone pretty well. Like it's pretty, yeah. I think it's true. It's much better today than it was quite a while ago. What should I use, Neo, Fabric, or Forge? If you are in 1.20, you can use either one of the three. If you're in 1.21 and above, I suggest either NeoForge or Fabric. Overall, I would right now tend towards Fabric in general. However, NeoForge is progressing and making some pretty cool freaking changes that are awesome. So that is also to be kept an eye on, let's say. And another thing is, if you want your mod, if you have aspirations of your mod being added to huge mod packs, then you can put it into, then you can do it with NeoForge. If you're like, I sort of just want like a vanilla plus mod, I usually recommend Fabric a little bit more, because the crowd that plays Fabric is usually more vanilla plus like. And,
accompany me to glory or doom.
Ferdol, thank you for the follow on Twitch as well. Thank you. I used Grok for Minecraft modding lately, doing some custom stuff on All the Mods 9 to integrate forestry community. Okay, interesting. Did a pretty good job. Yeah, no, listen, at this point, you gotta remember, like, I mean, when back in the day, when I asked ChatGPT and Copilot to do programming in Java, that's like 2.5 years ago or something like that, or like I think 2 years ago. I don't even know at this point. Listen, time doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Important question: where are the cat ears? Listen, okay. Should I be a sellout today, chat? Should I be a sellout today? Okay. Listen, I will get the cat ears for the last 15 minutes if we get a Twitch sub or a membership or a thing in a super chat on YouTube. Then we get him out. Otherwise, we don't. I'm gonna be a sellout, okay? This is what happens. This is what you have to do as a content creator to survive, okay? We are out here working our butts off in front of the camera. And what do you... Listen, this is a joke, okay? This is a joke. And what do? Exactly. You just watch. And you want the cat ears? You're gonna pay for them. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. It's enough. It's enough. ChatGPT does a bunch of mistakes. No. It can do a bunch of mistakes. That's why if you don't know any coding, I definitely don't recommend just using AI, because it's not a band-aid solution. But it's like not a panacea, but it is interesting regardless. And it can help, definitely. They make a tutorial series making Minecraft textures. Well, considering I don't make my textures myself, I don't think that that's high on the list. Although we have thought about something like that, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Okay, I don't know. There's a big difference between Forge, Neo, and Fabric in terms of programming. So if you know programming in general, you're gonna have a totally fine time with any of them. That's the reason why we always suggest, hey, Java is the king here in this case. Definitely go for that first. And then that's fine. The difference between NeoForge and Forge is not as great as the difference to Fabric, basically. But they share 50 to 60%, right? What do you think of ARG mods? ARGs in general are great. I don't know about mods. I know that there's like ARG games, but mods I don't know that much about. Danke für deine Tutorials. Sind meiner Meinung nach die besten Modding-Tutorials auf YouTube. Auch mega starkes Sakko. Max, vielen Dank. I know. There you go. Yeah, it does make assumptions. Sometimes you have to check the outputs. Absolutely.
Welcome
Black
to the King's Court.
Moonstone. Yeah. All right. We're gonna get the cat ears, guys, because Moon offered her Twitch Prime sub. Wait, because you had Prime.
Black Moonstone has subscribed.
This is with your
for
test
10
version
months.
as well. You freaking
10 months,
you
Pog.
are. Cat ears. Listen, okay. It wouldn't be a programming stream without this, or a Minecraft modding Monday. Minecraft modding Monday. Modding Monday. Oh, Jesus. No! This is not right. Wait a second. I have to do it the other way around. Wait. My cat ears. Can you tell me more about Prime subs, Kaupenjoe? Yes. If you have Amazon Prime, then you can link your Twitch account with Amazon Prime. And that allows you once a month on Twitch to give a free sub to your favorite streamer. With cat ears, of course. It only is allowed with streamers with cat ears. Oh, I have those. Listen, I'm not going to ask why, okay? As long as you don't ask why I have them, okay? That's going to be our secret. Yeah. That's, you hear, chat? You hear? Oh, they do. Listen to me. They do hear. That was worth getting my Prime trial. Now a new question. How would I make my mod add items depending on the mods you have in your mod pack? So, there are ways to do this. Just without looking at anything, I don't 100% know right now. But there are ways to do it. Basically, in Forge, in Forge/NeoForge, there's the uncommon setup on server starting events, and I believe inside of the FML common setup event, you can ask if another mod is loaded. On Fabric, I don't know. I'm currently watching your Fabric tutorials. I wanted to know to what extent that is Java pure and isn't base. What isn't in base Java? A previous experience. Well, I mean, it's a lot of mix basically. I will say that obviously you will understand the tutorials way better if you understand Java basically, right? If you have a bunch of Java knowledge, then you're probably going to be able to follow along much easier. Who redeemed cat ears? I said that one Prime sub will get the cat ears for the last 15 minutes of the stream. But yeah, I got the items and blocks able to be toggled on and off via configs. Yeah, it's similar like that, but basically inside of the FML setup event, common setup event, I believe you can ask something like there's like an if statement, if mod is loaded, and then you give it the mod ID of the mod, and if it is a part of the mod pack, then it returns true, and then that way you should be able to toggle the items on and off via the custom configs. I think that should work. Hopefully that's gonna be enough of you to like work around. So that is definitely a thing. And if not, then look at like a mod that uses Curios, because I believe with Curios you have to check whether or not it's loaded if you make a dependency on it. Yeah, there it is. For Fabric, it is Fabric loader get instance is mod loaded, and then you put in the mod ID of that, and that gets you true or false if that mod is loaded. There you go. That's for Fabric, and then for Forge, like I said, it's similar. It's just that you basically do that in the common setup event, I think. Kaupenjoe, how are you? Listen, I've been doing pretty good. Awesome.
Welcome to the King's Court.
Dimensions in Time. Thank you for the Prime sub as well. Thank you. What is this? Why did that have a freaking hype train started? That's ridiculous, man. That's actually ridiculous. Oh, there's also a listen, okay? I don't have that much more water, okay? It's fine. What got you into the Minecraft modding scene? It was a rainy Sunday afternoon. No, I'm kidding. So, way back in the day, like way back, when I didn't know any Java, I tried to make a Minecraft mod and it failed miserably. Because of course, because if you don't know Java,
accompany me
it doesn't
to
work.
glory or doom.
We got the Hackerboy Twitch. Thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. We have so I tried that and it didn't work, and I basically abandoned the whole thing. And then what I did is I oh, they got an ad immediately. That's a bummer. And then I went in and I was like, you know what? At some point when I learned Java, so it was like 5 years later, I learned Java and I was like, you know what? Let's just try this again. And I tried this. I went in. I had the Java knowledge. I watched some tutorials. I tried out some different things myself. And then at some point, with with some of the documentation, with the Discord servers and some other mods and Minecraft source code, now we're here basically. I just came back. I see animal ears. What the frick did I miss? Listen, okay. It happens. Just say hi to you guys and leave. Sure. You can do that. Any tutorials are such a huge help. Well, thank you so much. And yeah, your Java course definitely helped me a lot to get started with my mods. It's a good idea. Does your course also cover Java coding or just modding? So the courses on my page, link below by the way, they also have a Java introduction as well. But you can also obviously get a Java introduction from somewhere else, because sometimes I feel like sometimes people are a little bit too caught up on, like, okay, it has to be this way. Sometimes you need different perspectives on like Java, on how things are explained, right? That's why I don't think it's bad if someone's like, oh, I'm gonna watch another Java thing to learn Java, because it's like, that's totally fine. I mean, sometimes there's a certain way of phrasing that sort of, right? That's why it's actually pretty cool if there's more examples, multiple examples of this. But yeah. Did you upload all the course episodes at once, or did you release them gradually? So some of them were released immediately, and then they are added to like over time. So most of them were there in the very beginning, but then some of them are added over time. That's the best that I can do. I have to go. Have a wonderful night, everyone. You too. Would you recommend learning data packs before mods? Not particularly, no. I would say the most important thing is really Java for modding. Ja, aber was? Ja, aber was? Hey, Kaupenjoe, short question. I'm currently considering buying one of your coding courses, but now I'm thinking if I should buy the 1.21 or the 120 Forge one, or is it better to buy NeoForge? Okay. So, it also depends on your goals, basically. Do you want to in what version do you want to program? That's the first one, right? Like, in what version do you want to in what version do you want to actually make your mod? Is it 1.21 or 1.20? And if you do, then, like, if you decide which one you have, then, I mean, I guess choose that one. Right now, I would say if you want to choose 1.21, I would tend to suggest the NeoForge course rather than the Forge course. If you go for 120, either one would be fine. It doesn't really matter what version. So in 120, Forge, I mean, there's only a 120 Forge course, so, but if you want to be a little bit, I guess, more future-proof, the 1.21 NeoForge course would probably be the best, yeah. Do you think I should learn Kotlin or should just use Java? So, I mean, like, I'd use Java, so it's fine. I use Java. I don't use Kotlin. I don't like it that much, but it's up to each, like, everyone else. Do you only stream on YouTube or is it another stream? No, there's another stream simultaneously on Twitch. I know, it is pretty crazy what this world has come to. Twitch.tv/Kaupenjoe. Am I allowed to post this here? Probably, right? I'm allowed to do anything. There is also a stream going on Twitch. But it is the same stream, right? I mean, it's the same stream. Yes, I'm multi-streaming, basically. Kotlin goated. Listen, I have no issue with that. But yeah, why do so many people use 1.20 and not 121? And other versions in between. So the reason why that happens is because usually there will be one version that, so, okay, I'm going to back up one more. Within a major version, right? So 1.21, there will be, if we go from 1.21 to 1.21.1, there are basically no changes there. So
accompany me to glory or doom.
If you have to update, it's very easy. Max, thank you for the follow as well. It's very easy. However, from going from 1.21.1 to 1.21.2, that is a huge number of changes. And usually then people say, I don't want to do this right now. Because now a mod developer has to decide what they want to do. Do they want to add more features to the 1.21 version?
Accompany me
or do they want to update to the new version? Possibly having to do 2 version updates. So now if you want to add a new update, you have to add it to the 21 version and the 21.2 version. And that's the thing, right? Because you now have to maintain multiple versions, and that's not good. Jeffrey the Squirrel, thank you for the follow as well. Thank you. And yeah, that's then usually the reason why people stay on the first stable version of a major version, because otherwise they either have to maintain multiple versions and forego some amount of features, because maintaining multiple versions is absolute hell. And by the way, if they then have a mod that is for Forge, Fabric, and NeoForge, they would have 3 different versions, and each subsequent version is like multiplied by 3, right? So now you don't only maintain a mod version for 1.21, but you also maintain a Forge version for 1.21, a Fabric version, and a NeoForge version, and you also maintain a NeoForge, a Forge, and a Fabric version for 1.21.2. And then you do the same thing for 1.21.4, and you do the same thing for 1.21.5. And all of a sudden, we all understand why the frick, like a lot of mod developers are not updating their mods, because they're like, no. Yeah. Also, Norius, bye-bye. Yeah. Now you know why modders get mad when people are ask for update for version. That is true. This is 1000% it. This is exactly why. And that's also the same reason why when they ask, will you do this mod for Fabric? Because people think, and it's like, it's fine. People don't need to know everything. But people literally think that you go into like a config file and you write version equals 1.21.1. Hey, it's updated. Version equals Fabric. Hey, it works for Fabric. That's not, no. No, Kaupen venting for real. True. You ever use the Lodestone library? I have not. Watching both streams at the same time is a fever dream. Is ein Fiebertrauma. Yeah, I mean, listen, okay? It happens. It is true, though. It is true, though. It's just like, it's good. I wish it worked like that. Yeah, I mean, listen. You and everyone, man. You and everyone. It would be great, but it's not. It's just not a thing. It would be so good if it was like that. I muted the Twitch one. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly fair. It's yeah, but you know, that's just the case, you know. What do you think about a Bedrock Marketplace? Personally, I prefer Java mods. So Java mods are better in my opinion. I don't like the Bedrock Marketplace at all, because I think that it promotes some amount of predatory behavior. I don't think that it is necessarily good. I think that the fact that that it seems like there is very little oversight over things that are added there is not good. At least it seems like that. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Getting spammed with 1.21 please 25 times a day is going to be my 13th reason. Listen, genuinely, people just don't know any better, okay? So why does it do so many changes in between versions? Well, Jeffrey, that is the fun thing about it. Because Mojang is crazy and they don't care about modders. Because, sorry, this is not true. Their priority list has modders at a very, very low priority. It's not that they don't care about them, but if they have a change that they want to do, it doesn't matter if it breaks something in modding, right? That it just doesn't matter. that's sort of one of the rundowns basically. But yeah, it's a shame. It is indeed a shame, but nothing you can do. You know, I mean, this like, yeah, which is fair for them. No. I mean, it's absolutely fair for them, but like, it still kind of sucks. Yeah, it still kind of sucks a little bit. But you know, it happens. If they don't care about modders, why did they add mod support? Well, I mean, none of the like mods are from Mojang themselves. They just don't put any stones in our way, right? They don't put any hurdles in our way. But nothing that like mod support is none of it is official, right? But in Bedrock they care about them because of the profit. Ding 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 ding. Exactly, and that is exactly why the Java marketplace, it's a coming. The Java marketplace gonna consume Java, and we're all gonna rejoice. For finally, Microsoft can make another couple millions. Yeah, it is what it is. So how does Fabric add mod support without Mojang? Because they're crazy, like, it's actually crazy, like, hackers that have figured out how to do it. Like, it's genuinely just, like, people who have taken the Microsoft source code and they decompiled it, and they have some sort of crazy, like, hacker knowledge to, like, change stuff. It's actually crazy. I could not do it. I couldn't do it. I don't know how it works exactly, but yeah, that's crazy, especially because the way the mods keep alive is just insane. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. Literally big brains. It's true. We should do a strike against Bedrock version. Good luck. Most of the people who are playing Bedrock version are just, you know, kids that want to play a little bit of Minecraft and they just want to have some fun. Not really like, it is what it is. Yeah, like I mean, there's no sort of you know, a strike is gonna do it. Also, as soon as the Java marketplace comes out, as long as they don't mess with normal mods, it probably won't matter. Now, if they do mess with normal mods that we are making right now, I think the outcry of the community would be much bigger. Is there a way to use plugins and mods at the same time? There are some ways. However, I have very little experience in that regard, so I can't really tell you. What are your thoughts on all the item components are goated. I think item components are really good. I think that's a really good change because the system is it's actually very well implemented so that you, with custom components, you can basically almost do anything. It's really nice. It's really well done. It's weird how little appreciation Mojang has from mod developers considering they took courses. It is what it is. I want to make a custom animations, custom items with Geckolib for my mod. So would you recommend Forge or NeoForge more? So if it is with Geckolib, I think either one works still. I think Geckolib works for both Forge and NeoForge, I'm pretty sure. They haven't done anything about out-of-market Bedrock add-ons. Still there and updated. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. That's a crazy thing. But yeah, man, crazy stuff, man. I heard a thing in creation that makes Fabric mods launchable in NeoForge. This is correct. It is called Sinatra Connector. Sinatra Connector. It is a brainchild of Susset, Su5id, and Maddie Robert. Maddie is also one of the mods on the Discord server. He is a big brain guy. Holy, like literally, absolutely insane. I don't even know how they did that. I don't even know how you mod it, like in general. And they were like, huh, I'm gonna do one better. And then they were just like, hold my beer. And now they have like full Fabric mods. It's actually ridiculous. The fact that works is crazy, but it does. I love the components because at the time data spec was new. Yeah, I don't think they ever make guts to change the current modding system. I don't know. Maybe not. Could you explain what exactly mod APIs like Fabric or Forge are doing on the code perspective? Are they just providing methods and classes? See, this is the thing. I don't exactly 100% know. But in general, they like decompile the code and they add additional tools. They make it so that certain classes are open to use because a lot of the things are probably going to be private. So there's a lot of different things that go into it. It is too, like, that's too high like thing for me. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, it's too high of a what we say. It's like too high order for me. I'm completely not inside of that ecosystem. That's crazy. Yeah. Thank you for answering my questions. Do you cover your modding courses Gekolib? I don't think I have Gekolib in any of my courses. I think only the 118 have that. Let me double check, but I think that I don't have Gekolib anymore in there because in 119, correct me if I'm wrong, but starting in 120 we had the keyframe system from vanilla, right? That's why I don't have Gekolib stuff anymore. That's why. So sadly, it's not in there. So if you're like specifically looking for Gekolib, I don't know if the courses are necessarily the best fit in that instance. Gekolib is okay. Gekolib is basically, yeah, it could be needed for custom armor, custom 3D armor. That's true. Maybe. I mean, listen, armor is complicated though without Gekolib. You have to at least give that. Like, it is definitely complicated without armor. But yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah. There you go. Well, is there any use in learning Forge anymore? Like I said, if you're going for 1.21 and above, I would tend to say go for NeoForge or Fabric. Just use the custom entity render features instead of the vanilla rendering features. Listen, I tried it. I wasn't able to get it to work properly, okay? That's all I can tell you. Sorry. I always had issues with the Gekolib. My mob's head would just disjoint. I hate when that happens, man. But yeah. People not like Forge now. No, NeoForge also has event bus. The reason why they don't like it is because the entire team that was working on Forge basically went away and did their own thing. That's why. And that's now NeoForge. Nico Fabi, hello. I understand the differences between Forge and Fabric. Fabric more lightweight, but what is the appeal of NeoForge? Yeah, basically the entire modding team that was working on Forge switched. They basically did a coup, and they were like, "Yo, this is ours now," and they threw out and then they now made NeoForge, and it is based on Forge, but it has at this point progressed quite significantly away from it in recent versions. Yeah, that's sort of the level that we're at this point. It is true. I will see though. We'll see where it goes, but is it useful to start learning 1.21 modding, or is it better to wait? So like any version of modding that you learn is going to help you in the future version, right? That is definitely going to be the case. But yeah. What's the difference between Fabric and Quilt? I'm still trying to find that out. No, it's like there's a couple of differences, but as much as I have heard about it, most Fabric mods just work on Quilt, I think. So like they're definitely backwards compatible, I think. But yeah, I love downloading mods and playing modded in general. But when you try to, it feels like 100% of the people care. Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the same thing with games, right? Like maybe a lot of people want to like play games, and maybe even a lot of people want to make games, but then they sit down and they're trying to make a game and they're like, this is impossible. It's like, yeah, that's the point, right? It's like, yeah, of course. It is. I think it's basically with everything, right? There's always going to be more people who consume a certain thing of medium than produce it, because otherwise it wouldn't even be sustainable, right? Not really, at least. I think that's absolutely the case. Dr. Red went to they went back to Fabric? Really? Oh, interesting. Isn't that interesting? That's interesting, actually. I didn't know that. Yes, they did. Oh, well, there you go. The more you know. Listen, I don't keep up with it. I don't need the API mod loader drama in my life. I'm gonna be real. I don't really like that. Yeah, I thought they hated the main Fabric dev. Listen, it's just, at the end of the day, anyone can use whatever like modding API that they want, right? It doesn't really bother me, and I don't know, like sometimes it bothers a lot of people. Like it basically shows you that it doesn't matter what you have. People, like humans, can go tribal about anything, right? It's crazy. Hey, just wait, just to know, do you have any tutorials to understand how to make mods that depend on other mods? I've had this previously. Well, I mean, basically the last ones that I had, the JEI compatibility, they show a little bit on how that works. JEI and REI compatibility, they show that a little bit. But what games do you play other than Minecraft? I will tell you. My most played games are RimWorld, Crusader Kings 2, Europa Universalis 4, Mountain Blade Warband, Stardew Valley, Factorio, Stellaris, Hearts of Iron 4, Civilization 5, Terraria. There you go, my friends. Love RimWorld. RimWorld is freaking awesome, man. I did a tutorial on how to make machines with energy and stuff like that. Probably not, no. I've done that in the courses, and we're probably not going to do that in the tutorials. And also, I've said this like 18 times already, but yeah, 1.21 is also mostly over, so the tutorial series, so yeah. Mod for RimWorld is much easier. Yeah, I mean, listen, I play with like 100 mods as well. Or the mods on RimWorld go freaking hard, man. It's so good. Absolutely amazing. I saw you covering block entities in Fabric. Do you multiple output slots? So multiple output slots is one thing that it could be interesting, but probably not this series, sadly. I might do it next series. What course has it? Gonna buy it. Take a look at in the description below. There's the 1.21 courses. If you're on 1.21, hopefully. I think the 120 courses also have energy, actually. I just the 118 don't, I think. Definitely go onto the landing page and scroll down a little bit, because there's always a complete there's a complete list of all of the different topics that I cover in there. Highly recommended to first check that out. Like, don't just like blindly go in there and be like, yeah, we're gonna buy it. Like, look at the topics, and you know, maybe there's like more than just one topic specifically that you're interested in. Because like usually I say, if it's just like one topic, maybe it's not the best buy. But once again, of course, that's all up to you all. I hate the statement, oh, you charge for your mods, you're so greedy. Because yes, of course, most people charging for their mods. Well, I mean, so like they can people can charge for like beta versions, just not their entire mod, right? I'm pretty sure. Do you get more money from the courses or AdSense? Oh, if the courses wouldn't exist, then I would not be able to like run the YouTube channel, basically. Like, it's just that's basically how it is, right? Like the courses basically fund the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel is definitely it's not sustainable in the sense. 1.21 also hasn't been the best version in terms of the views as well. Just happens. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's fine, but yeah, that's basically the idea. But also, yeah, I mean, this for when it comes to the charging, Jeffrey, by the way, it's like I find it really funny how sometimes people are so entitled to other people's work, right? It's like, and like how crazy entitled they can be, right? Where it's like, oh, why haven't you updated this mod yet? I need this mod. It's like, brother, most people do modding like for fun in their free time, right? It's like their hobby. And you're out here being like, I need this mod. Well, if you need this mod, then update it yourself. I don't know how. Well, congratulations. Now you see why that takes some time, because things aren't as easy, right? So, yeah, it is kind of crazy sometimes. It happens. Gray goo mod for Forge or Fabric. I think I did them for both of them, actually. But I would have to double check. Let me see. Kaupenjoe's all-consuming gray goo. It's for Fabric and Forge for both of them, but only up to 1.20.3. I didn't update it any further. Because I don't, you know, why? I just, you know, it's fair. I think that's fair. All right, guys, listen. This is it. With that, I mean Modding Monday, the state of modding. We'll see how it continues. It's going to be interesting. 1.21 is definitely a rough version for modding. Man, I like genuinely just crazy. But we'll see, okay? We'll persevere through it. And then hopefully soon 1.22 comes out. And then all of our problems will be fixed, okay? We'll see. I have so many ideas for good mods I would make videos on, but I don't know how to basically watch the tutorial, but holidays in Hessen aren't that long. Ah, okay, interesting. You're working on another mod. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future, the Modding Mondays will also include me working on my mods, but we'll see, okay? It's easy just to use all your free time learning modding. True, exactly. But Monday isn't over yet. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works, okay? But what is over is Modding Monday. Everyone, thank you so much for joining me here for a little while. We will, I would say, 98% be back next week again with Modding Monday. And then, of course, in 2 weeks, but I will make an announcement again, a birthday stream, 27th of April, streaming into my birthday, into the 28th. Will be there as well. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you all so much for joining me. And yeah, I would wish all of you a great day, morning, night, wherever you might be. And listen, you know, keep modding, keep staying awesome, and keep that chin up and just continue to go, okay? Push through whatever there. I know that there's something you have to do. Go do it. Go do it. And that will make your life better. Make your bed. Make your bed, goddammit. Anyway, guys, see you next time. And so